Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us for London Health Science Center's June 2025 Community Update Meeting. So before we begin, I want to turn things over to Dr. David Stephen, LHSC's Department Head, Clinical Neurological Sciences and Interim Chair of the Medical Advisory Committee, to deliver today's land acknowledgement. David?
Thanks, David. So we would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape, and Attawattaran peoples. These lands are connected with the London Township and Sombra Treaties of 1796 and the Dish and One Spoon Covenant Wampum, an agreement to share and care for the resources of this land in peace and mutual responsibility. Today, this territory continues to be home to diverse Indigenous peoples whom we recognize as the original stewards of these lands and waters, and we honor their enduring presence, resilience, and contributions. As we come together, I invite you not only to acknowledge the history of this place, but to reflect on our own roles in the ongoing work of reconciliation through learning, relationship building, and meaningful action. This is not a one-time statement, but part of an ongoing commitment to equity, respect, and justice. And with National Indigenous Peoples Day taking place this Saturday, the 21st of June, we are especially reminded of the rich and diverse cultures, achievements, and leadership of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples across the country. It is a time to celebrate, to listen, and to learn, and to deepen our understanding of the histories and experiences that have shaped and continue to shape this land.
Thank you, David. And for those tuning in for the first time, welcome. Our community update meetings serve as a platform to keep you informed about what's happening within the LHSC organization, to share updates on new initiatives, and to outline the steps we're taking to deliver on our promise of excellent care. These meetings are live streamed through the website and social media channels, and a recording is also made available afterwards. In addition, our meetings also replay on Rogers TV London. So today's going to mark our final community update meeting before we pause for the summer. These monthly live streams will return in September, but before we step into that break, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've built together since they launched in October of last year. So from the beginning, our goal with these meetings was simple. It was to rebuild a strong connection with you, who are our patients, families, and broader community. We wanted to create a space for open dialogue, transparency, and accountability. A space where you could hear directly from the people leading change at LHSC and where your questions could help shape the conversation. Over the course of these meetings, we've delivered 9 reports to the community from our Chief Nursing Executive, our Interim Chair, Vice Chair of the Medical Advisory Committee. We've also featured 31 presentations from leaders, including administration, physicians, and all staff, covering everything from safety improvements and clinical programs to infrastructure, research, and patient experience. On YouTube alone, we have had over 3,500 views of the 8 meetings, let alone those who watched on Rogers TV London. Most importantly, we've heard from you. Through our online forum, we received questions from community members, which we had the opportunity to answer during our live streams. And also, I want to thank everyone who submitted a question. Your voice matters. These meetings are for you, and you made us stronger by your engagement. So as we take a short break for summer and prepare to return in September, I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in, asked a question, or simply taken the time to listen. Together, we're shaping the future care of LHSC. So we're going to, as stated, resume these virtual community update meetings in the fall, and I look forward to what we'll build together in the months ahead. I want to highlight one of the most meaningful parts of these meetings has been the opportunity to share what we call great moments. And these are real stories from inside LHSC that celebrate the people behind the care, our teams, and their experience that leave a lasting impact. The LHSC Great Moments program was created to highlight and celebrate the outstanding work of our staff, physicians, and volunteers. It gives patients, families, and community members the opportunity to recognize team members who made a positive impact using a simple web form. Each submission is a reminder how our staff's dedication and care make a difference every day. This program was only launched in November, and the response has been incredible. To date, there has been approximately 900 submissions recognizing over 1,500 individuals. Each showcase the remarkable acts of care, innovation, and support that our team delivers. I'm so proud of the impact this program is having. I want to thank everyone who has helped us recognize our amazing team members. We share those stories with them directly, and we share them with the presence of their fellow teammates in their program. So if you've experienced a great moment at LHSC, I encourage you to recognize one of the team members using the QR code that's on the screen right now. These stories help us to see ourselves and our organization more clearly. So as we look ahead to the fall, we're excited to continue highlighting these great moments. Now I'm going to hand it over to the team, to Julia and Dr. Stephen.
Sorry, thanks, David. Next slide, please. Yeah, so Trauma Survivors Night is an annual event hosted by LHSC's trauma program since 2018, and it brings together trauma survivors, family, and the care teams. And it's open to patients who are at least 1 year post-hospitalization for trauma. And survivors return yearly to connect, to heal, and to offer hope to one another. For the staff, it's also an opportunity to see recovery beyond the hospital stay after they've left the hospital. Next slide, please. And here's just a photograph from a recent Trauma Survivors Night, and you can see a group of the former patients all together with staff and the care teams. So LHSC this year is celebrating 150 years of great care, teaching, and research. And we're commemorating this milestone by sharing stories and celebrating the people and moments that have helped shape LHSC over the past century and a half. And if you want to get involved, and we hope that you do, please visit our LHSC 150 website and explore our history, share your own LHSC story, and later this year, attend our signature event. And there's the QR code there to share your LHSC story. And we look forward to reading those. Next slide, please, and pass it on to Julia Marcheshin. You're muted, Julia.
Someday I'll get that right. Thank you, David. June is a significant month here at LHSC and across most of Canada. It's a time when we pause to reflect, celebrate, and stand alongside the communities we serve. Through a range of observances and events, we deepen our ongoing commitment to equity, inclusion, and reconciliation. These shared moments create space for connection, understanding, and meaningful action within our walls and beyond our walls. Next slide, please. On June 3rd, LHSC joined the London community in remembering and honoring our London family. We held flag raising ceremonies at University Hospital, Victoria Hospital, Children's Hospital, and flew the Our London family flag throughout the week as a visible sign of our solidarity. It was a time and a moment to reaffirm our commitment to standing against Islamophobia, hate, and racism. Many of us came together to remember and honor our London family, standing in solidarity with the broader London community. And there's a picture on the screen of Dr. Wael Hadera, current department head of critical care. Next slide. Pride Month is also June, and it's a time to celebrate and stand with our 2SL LGBTQIA+ colleagues, patients, and community partners. At LHSC, we recognize the strength, resilience, and contributions of this community. Our Pride Committee has planned fun and informative events throughout the month, and we encourage Team LHSC to take part. We are also proud to once again join the London community in the Pride Parade, which happens this year on July 20th. Another chance to show up, speak up, and celebrate love and inclusion. And certainly, if you want to participate and march with us in the Pride Parade, we'd love to have you. Next slide. June is also National Indigenous History Month, and June 21st marks National Indigenous Peoples Day. This is a time to honor the histories, cultures, and contributions of First Nations, Inuit, Métis, and urban Indigenous peoples. It's also a moment for us to reflect on our role in advancing reconciliation. We're once again featuring Indigenous cuisine at our hospital cafeterias, an opportunity to celebrate culture through food. And we'd invite everyone to join us today at University Hospital. I think there is still time for people to get down to the cafeteria and take part in the Indigenous cuisine that's available there today. And certainly tomorrow at Victoria Children's Hospital, there will be an event in the atrium at 10:30, including dancing and elder presentation. And then the same meal is available in the cafeteria on the 3rd floor. So we hope you'll join us there. And I am happy to hand this over to Tammy Quigley and Dr. Arifin.
Thanks, Julia. Hello, everyone. I'm Tammy Quigley. I have the privilege of being the Vice President for Cancer, Renal, Mental Health, and Patient Flow, and also the Regional Vice President of the Southwest Regional Cancer Program. I am very pleased to introduce Dr. Andrew Arifin. He's a radiation oncologist here at LHSC and one of 2 medical directors for the new Adolescent and Young Adult Oncology Program. Easier to say AYA than that mouthful. The other director, medical director, Dr. Marta Waletka, was unable to join us today, but Dr. Arifin will speak about the new AYA oncology program that serves cancer patients from the ages of 15 to 39. I'm going to hand it over to Andrew.
Great. Thanks so much for the introduction, Tammy, and we can go on to the next slide. So the AYA oncology program supports patients between ages 15 to 39 by providing access to specialized supportive care services tailored to this life stage. This program was funded through an initiative of the Paediatric Oncology Group of Ontario, and we've been working hard in the past year to develop this program with our partners in both the First Beaten and the Children's, and with our community partners as well. The goal of this program is to help patients navigate sexual and fertility health during their cancer journey, providing psychosocial support and connecting patients with resources and referrals as needed based on these domains. Next slide, please. And so why does this matter? Most supportive cancer services are designed for older adults, since the average cancer diagnosis occurs at age 66, and only 4 to 5% of cancer patients are between ages 15 to 39. As expected, adolescents and young adults have different needs and concerns compared to older adults, and this program addresses that critical gap for young people in our region. Next slide. At the center of our program is our clinical nurse specialist, Ashley Hammond. Ashley will work closely with our patients to support them by identifying their unique psychosocial, sexual health, and fertility needs, providing education around these concerns, and ensuring appropriate referrals for these identified needs. Next slide. Referrals to our program can be made by any member of the cancer care team and even the patients themselves. Most interactions are virtual to make access easy for patients. And for inpatients, we also offer in-person visits. Each patient referred has a one-on-one consultation with Ashley, including a discussion on their emotional well-being, things like fertility preservation, and talking about their broader psychosocial needs. Next slide. The program and intake process has been developed in consultation with other AYA programs in the province and experts in the relevant fields such as fertility specialists, social workers, and adolescent medicine doctors. The consultations are patient-centered, and referrals and counseling are based on each patient's unique needs and concerns. Our goal is to enhance the cancer experience for adolescents and young adults by improving access to age-appropriate support and helping them feel seen, heard, and supported. In addition to our clinical work, we're also establishing research related to this to help provide data and help advocate for appropriate resources for these patients. And next slide. We have a QR code to visit our website to learn more about this program, and it has an email as well, again, for patients to potentially self-refer if they meet criteria. Thanks. And next, we have Dr. McDonald and Dr. Vogt talking about the Summer Safety Program.
Thank you very much and for the opportunity. I'm Kelly Vogt. I'm the Trauma Program Physician Lead here at LHSC, and it's my pleasure to co-present with Dr. McDonald from the Emergency Department. Next slide. While summer brings a wonderful opportunity to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather, from our perspective, we also know that this time of year brings additional patients to our emergency department and our trauma program. As we see increased outdoor activities, there is increased risk, and in the month of May alone, we've already cared for 85 seriously injured patients, including 15 children and 70 adults at LHSC. We wanted to take this opportunity to remind you of some potential options to increase your safety at this time of year. Next slide, please. Last year, over the time frame of the summer months, our so-called trauma season, we saw a total of almost 600 patients, 461 in adults and pediatrics. The most common mechanism of injury we see that brings people to our hospital is motor vehicle crashes, followed by falls, and then a significant increase in recreational vehicle incidents, ATVs, dirt bikes, those types of things. Next slide, please. A few tips. When you're on the road, it's imperative that you maintain your focus and are not impaired or distracted when you're driving. Believe it or not, we've seen a substantial increase in the number of people involved in crashes not wearing seatbelts. So we implore you every time you're in a vehicle to buckle up. Ensure that you're sober and remember that there are others on the road with you. Keep your phone down and your eyes on the road. I'll hand it over to Dr. McDonald.
Great, thanks very much, Dr. Vogt. So in the sun, and certainly in southwestern Ontario, we wait many, many months in the year to have this wonderful, hot, sunny weather. However, the hot, sunny weather can also sneak up on you, and we see an increased number of heat-related illnesses within our EDs, particularly on the extremes of ages. We do need to be cautious of our really young ones and those who are older within our community. A few key tips: ensure that you're staying hydrated. Avoid the peak sun hours. So be out in the mornings, be out in the evenings, but the peak of the day often increases the risk of a heat-related illness. Certainly for our skin, use and reapply sunscreen very frequently, and watch yourself for heat-related illnesses and watch others for heat-related illness. If you're doing vigorous exercise, certainly consider doing it indoors or doing it in the cooler times in the day. One of the other things to consider that we don't think of quite as often is foodborne related illness in this hot weather. So we all love picnics or barbecues. Make sure you're barbecuing to the internal temperature of the meat or whatever you're cooking, as well as all those delicious salads that we eat during the summer. Make sure that you're refrigerating those or keeping them on ice. Next slide, please. Many of us like to get out on the water, whether it's a pool or a lake. Certainly we have Lake Huron and Lake Erie very close, and we all enjoy swimming and boating activities. A few key tips: when you're swimming, don't swim alone. Let people know where you are so they can sort of keep an eye out for you. And certainly if you have children, always keep eyes on the children as they're swimming, or if you're swimming with non-swimmers. In our lakes, beware of undertow and rough water. Be suggesting life jackets or personal flotation devices for those that are swimming. The undertow, certainly in Lake Huron, is immense and I think underappreciated. When boating, very similar to what Dr. Vogt shared in cars, stay sober. The temptation is that we certainly enjoy our summer weather and enjoy boating, but know the rules of boating and have your boating license. If you're the boater and the captain of the boat, you're responsible for everyone in the boat. So make sure that you're taking the precautions and having personal flotation devices. Let people know where you're going and when you'll be back. Next slide, please. Certainly in the emergency department, we're here to serve our community whenever they need it. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Come when you're concerned. We say that to all of our patients. If you're concerned that needs emergency care, please come. A few things for heat stroke or heat exhaustion to consider: if you feel faint, if you feel that you're not sweating, if you're confused, if you're having difficulty breathing or chest pain, certainly come to the ED and be reassessed. Sometimes we need to intervene and provide treatment. Certainly, as Dr. Vogt has suggested, any head injuries or bone fractures, come. If you have severe or uncontrolled bleeding, certainly come. And again, we're here to help whenever you need us. Next slide, please. The final slide, have fun. We wait a long time in the year for summer, and certainly make great memories this summer as well. Take simple precautions that keep you and your family and your friends healthy. Try and prevent injury. That's usually the best way to avoid an emergency department is prevention. But really have fun, stay safe, enjoy. We only have a couple of months to do this, so enjoy and have fun. And with that, I will hand it over to Dr. Rod Lim, who's the medical director of our pediatric emergency department, and Dr. Mohammed Halabi, who is our co-trauma director of Children's Hospital and also an emergency physician. Rod and Mo.
Thanks, Christy. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mohammed Halabi. I'm one of the co-directors of the Pediatric Trauma Program, and with me today is Dr. Rod Lim. Next slide, please. Our trauma program is made up of multidisciplinary effort supported by a dedicated team of physicians, nurses, and administrators, allied health professionals. This slide just shows the core individuals who contribute to the success of the program, including emergency physicians, ICU doctors, and trauma physicians, nursing leads, quality improvement experts, and trauma coordinators. Together, we work together to provide trauma care for children and their families in our region, which is one of the most stressful times in these families' lives. Next slide. In Ontario, trauma care for children is delivered through a network of designated trauma centers equipped to manage unique cases of these injured children. All serious injured children are sent to one of these centers, and Children's Hospitals perhaps be one of the 4 of these centers in Ontario. We provide care for a vast geographic region, acting as a referral hub for complex pediatric trauma cases across Ontario. Next slide. As the pediatric trauma center for our region, our hospital plays a vital role in the broader regional trauma network. As part of the collaborative system, we coordinate with EMS, regional hospitals, specialty services to ensure pediatric trauma care is provided seamlessly from the pre-hospital setting all the way through to the rehabilitation and follow-up. And the next slide just shows kind of our rates of our pediatric trauma patients that we've been seeing. We are the second busiest pediatric trauma center in Ontario. The graph just highlights the increasing trauma patients that we have been seeing over the years with the green line, and the blue line highlights our admission rates. Through our quality improvement and education initiatives, we have made a effort to have care provided for these patients in a safe and familiar environment, trying to decrease the amount of admissions for these patients so that they can have the most comfortable rehabilitation process as possible. I'll hand it over to Dr. Lim.
Great, next slide, please. Oh, it's a very cute slide. We just want to remind people that still trauma is the leading cause of death in children in Canada. And a lot of the incredible safety tips that was presented prior to this is so important. And we would love to be out of business in this work. Next slide. As Dr. Halabi had mentioned, we service quite a large swath of Ontario in terms of our specialty services, and we are so grateful to work with our EMS colleagues as well as the Provincial Air Ambulance Service Orange. They are pivotal to bring the patient to us during that critical time. Next slide. Something you may not know is that because of our regional mandate, as Dr. Halabi had mentioned around the 4 pediatric centers, our actual geographic referral areas is almost a third of the size of the province of Ontario. So certainly we do get a lot of business along the highways and roadways around London, but we accept referrals from over 30 different hospitals. So the work that we do here certainly matters to a lot of communities who do a great job in the initial workup, but we're happy to assist from there. So fantastic work from our team. Next slide. Very similar, unfortunately, to general population trauma. We see a lot of our business from car collisions. We certainly do have a large proportion of children who are involved in injuries related to motorized vehicles, as well as falls from heights, playgrounds, you name it, we've seen it. And unfortunately, even in Ontario, we have 3% of our traumas related to violence, either related to guns or knives. Next slide. We definitely are the two faces today, but we are small compared to the team that we work with. We are very blessed to work with an incredible team that is ready and willing to help no matter where a child is hurt in Ontario. And I can't say enough about how lucky I am and we are to be part of this team. Next slide. We are part of a very specialized hospital, and part of the specialized care involving caring for these children rely on the expertise of our critical care unit, of our surgical programs and operating rooms, blood bank, etc. So there's many people behind the scenes that allow both our program and the adult program to be responsive. So we thank them tremendously. And before we move on to the next speakers, I do want to highlight some of the injury prevention activities that have been occurring for children. We have been lucky enough to be involved in an impact program, which has reached over 1,000 students in this 2024-25 year. There are multiple prongs to this initiative, but involved stopping the bleed education, career talks, and really quite impactful to the teenage population. We also have a home safety program where we've had over 1,000 safety kits provided in hospital and to the community, where a third of those are for first-time parents, reaching them and trying to ensure that they have what's needed to have a safe house. We have a car seat program as well, where over 270 car seat consults have occurred at our hospital, ensuring that the right equipment, the right considerations are made to keep the children safe. And I will just say, just to tag on to what was given as well, that water safety is just so important, especially in children. It just takes a second for them to get out of your reach and for them to go under. And so they're to always be aware around water and children. And really, as school is about to break for the summer, really going around road safety with your children and ensuring they're using all the proper safety devices, like helmets when they're biking, skateboarding, all that stuff. We would love to be put out of business and have zero traumas this summer. Thank you very much. Next slide. And we're going to turn it over to Andrew and Nick. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rod and Mohammed, for that presentation. So we're going to walk through finding your way through LHSC using MazeMap. We have almost 4 million square feet across all our sites. So navigating hospitals is not always easy, and we're trying to make it easier for our staff, our community, our physicians, our volunteers, right across the board. So Andrew is going to walk us through what MazeMap looks like and how you can use it. And over to you, Andrew.
Thanks so much, Nick, and thanks so much, everybody, for affording me some time in the meeting. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Andrew Mess. I'm the Chief Information Officer for LHSC. I get the privilege of talking to you today and presenting the information, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention that what you're going to see today, first of all, is a sneak peek The functionality goes live in the coming weeks, but we wanted to make sure we shared with you given this opportunity. But this also reflects the work of not just our team in IT, but partners in human resources, facilities management, patient experience. There's many people behind the scenes that do the work to bring something like this live. If we could have the next slide, please. As Nick mentioned, finding your way around the hospital is not necessarily always the easiest thing to do. If you've been to Victoria Hospital, which is the largest of our sites, it can be very confusing. I can share that on my first day working for the hospital a number of years ago, I got so hopelessly lost that I actually had to leave the hospital. I went outside and walked all the way around the hospital to the door that I came in so that I could try and find my way again. So it's not just patients, it's not just visitors, it's our staff too that are sometimes confused by the building. And what we're introducing, what we call MazeMap, is a globally supported application. What you see on the screen is the version that's on your handheld phone that helps you find your way around the hospital using blue dot location. I'll explain what that is. But it's a modern wayfinding tool for our patients, our staff, our visitors, even our vendors. It leverages digital maps held within the hospital through some of our databases. And as I said, it links that using our hospital provided infrastructure to provide directions right to your phone. If we go to the next slide, please. The system is not architected to help you find your way to the hospital, although I will say it will do that as well, but that's not its primary focus. It's to help you find your way through the hospital. If you've used Google Maps before or something akin to Google Maps, then you'd be very familiar with the technology. It looks and feels very similar. The blue dot technology that I referred to previously, that leverages hospital Wi-Fi. So when you're in the hospital, if you log into our guest network, which is free, it's safe, it's secure, you can log into that network, and that will actually allow you to see your current location as it pertains to where you're trying to get to in terms of directions. I mentioned previously, we're going to be going live with the solution in the upcoming weeks. You can access it through our website. There are going to be QR codes located at the entrances that you can use to get access. There are information kiosks that'll have information. You can download it. And it's meant to be a companion tool. Again, I'd be remiss if I didn't flag our volunteers and our staff that are always helpful to help people find their way through the hospital. Our volunteers will be using this as well to help find locations. But it's meant to be a companion to those resources, not a replacement for them. If you go to the next screen, please. The tool does give you step-by-step directions to find your destination. It does give you turn-by-turn directions. I'm going to show you what that looks like. You can flag issues in the screen, so you can give us feedback as to how it's working or where we can make improvements. There are settings that you can adjust as you go through, and you can also share the link out to family members, caregivers, loved ones who may want to know either where you're going or how they can find you as well. Can you go to the next slide, please? We did create a short video, but I'm not going to play the video. Might start playing, I'm not sure. It is going to play really quickly. What you'll see is how the functionality works. So you can see them scrolling through the map. You can actually select a location. You can see the blue line showing up there. That gives you directions within the hospital. Now we're showing this on a desktop, but if you were accessing the hospital and you're using your phone, obviously that would be on your mobile device and you'd have the blue dot technology. I'm going to share my screen now and I'm going to show you what that looks like real time. And that should be coming up for folks right now. I'm wondering, Nick, can you just tell me quickly, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic, thank you. You'll note up here, I'm already logged in, so I took the opportunity to do that before we started the presentation today. That's something if you were doing this on your handheld device, again, as you access our Wi-Fi network, you'd be logged into the system. We don't keep any personal information. It doesn't share your information. We don't track your location. It's just a means of getting access to the system. You can see the search functionality that exists. So I'm going to start by putting in a room number. So I'm going to access, or I'm going to look for information about our E-Tower. It's one of the older buildings at our Victoria Hospital location. A lot of our ambulatory clinics, services are located in that location. It would be a common place that people would be looking to find their way to. And I'm just going to start by typing in E and then 5. So if I knew the room or the floor in the building I was looking for, and you heard from Dr. Stevens earlier. Dr. Stevens is a neurologist. I'm going to pick urgent neurology. So it's going to show me right on the map where urgent neurology is located in the E-Tower. And then I'm going to click right here for directions. And this time, instead of specifying a room number, because I'm going to pretend that I'm in the hospital and I don't see any signs, but I know that I'm right outside the Verspeten Cancer Clinic. And there we go. I see the Verspeten Family Care Center. I'm going to click on that. And as it loads, you can see it creating the map for me that shows me how to navigate my way through, in this case, what would be 4 different buildings all the way over to E-Tower. This would be one of the longer walks that or journeys patient and caregivers would need to take. And you can see on the left-hand side here where it actually provides step-by-step directions if and when you need to take elevators, how far you'd be walking. And in case you like to see all that in a written instruction, I'm just going to scroll a little bit here. And you can see that it provides a step-by-step direction right down to the how many meters and which directions you're turning in order to get you to your location. Again, on a handheld device, you would see that all with blue dot functionality that shows your location as well as the path you're to travel. But we're very excited in the upcoming weeks to be launching that for patients, caregivers, visitors to the hospital, hopefully making navigating through the hospital a whole lot easier than it is today. Very much appreciate the time. Thanks so much. And I don't believe, I'm not sure who we're turning it over to. I think we're the last presenters of the day today. Turn it back to David.
Yeah, thanks, Nick and Andrew. Quite fascinating technology, and hopefully it comes in handy for individuals to use. So thank you, gentlemen. And I would really want to thank all our presenters today. And I really want to thank all the presenters that have been doing this for the last set of months. As stated, it's quite amazing the amount of individuals we have connected with over the last 8 meetings alone, the 3,500 plus, and then those watching on Rogers TV. So really want to thank you. So again, I want to remind everyone we have a web form available for you to submit questions to be answered for these meetings. And you can find the link in the description on YouTube and on the community update meetings page of our website. And we also have the QR code up on the screen for you to scan. It'll take you to the form to submit questions. And even though we're going to take a couple months off of these meetings, we will answer your questions before we return in September as well. So we truly appreciate your engagement and encouragement. And again, keep submitting your questions because they will drive also what we're going to present in the future. For the community when we hear there is a particular interest made by the community. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you definitely in September. And to our media partners, please join us for the Media Scrum. We look forward to addressing any questions you have. And to our media partners, the Media Scrum will start at 1 p.m., so in about 20 minutes. So again, hope everyone has a great day and see you in a couple months and a safe summer. It's very important. Take care.